Hello everyone, I'm going to give you an update on the chances of snow flurries and snow showers in the South Carolina area. I got some interesting stuff to show you. I'm going to start with first the what we call the high resolution model. Um, and I think they do it, twice a day, at 12Z and at 0Z, they do an extended run. Um, every hour they do a revised run of 18 hours ahead. Let me show you what was done at 12Z. Very interesting. I want to show you this showing the precipitation, what type and how heavy it is. As you can see, it shows you right here the local time, so it's 2 o'clock this afternoon. What's interesting is as we go forward in time, about 7 o'clock, the cold air comes towards the upstate, as you can see, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. This is another occasion where the cold air is chasing the precipitation, and it's rare in these setups that the cold air will catch up with the precipitation. But stay tuned. As you can see, let me show you with my mouse. It shows you there's some upper level energy that may kind of squeeze out what little moisture is left. And these are going to be isolated bands of snow showers that may last 15 to 60 minutes, may drop anywhere from a trace of snow to maybe 1/2 of an inch. And as you can see, the cold air has now come in. The cold air will be right behind this line of precipitation. So you see a dramatic drop off. So wherever is behind the line, it's going to be near freezing, or say 35 degrees or less within an hour of the rain. It's going to drop from, say, around 50 to 35 in 1 to 2 hours. So as we move forward in time, you see that these bands are very hard to predict, but it's showing there's some energy, an upper low, that's going to come across the southeast between now and Friday night. And they're going to be isolated snow showers that can be, as you can see, it can be anywhere from Columbia to the northwest. But the further you go in, it will head towards the coast. Now this is 2 p.m. Friday afternoon. It's very interesting. This model is the highest resolution model that we have. And what's the drawback of the US, the GFS and the medium range models like the European, is they don't see stuff on such fine details. But I will show you the newer model runs of this in just a second. But you see Columbia, Newberry, it can be anywhere from the middle of Georgia due east. So even Myrtle Beach and Charleston, there are going to be isolated spots that will see snowfall. It may stick enough to see white on the ground. Now this will all come to an end by probably 1 or 2 o'clock Friday night. Saturday morning, that's it. Now I was going to show you on the NAM. Well, no, I'm going to come to that later. So let's go to the NAM. This shows you the same thing. This shows you the precipitation and timing. So this is, let me see if there's the newer run wasn't quite finished. This goes out 33 hours. This might be worthwhile. So this is every 3 hours it jumps. So you can see on this model at 7 p.m., the cold air is right here. I mean, it is going to drop from this line to this line about 20 degrees. And it jumps to 10 p.m. tonight. What's interesting is the NAM is beginning to show some pockets of isolated precipitation. But again, it's not as high resolution. I will show you the NAM, we call it the CONUS, which this is 12 mil. This is 12 millimeter 12 kilometer resolution. I'll show on the 3 kilometers. It looks more like the HHR. Let's go to the European and see what it shows. Okay, so this is at 1 p.m. today, 7 p.m. As you can see, whoops, let's back up. Again, it shows around 7, 8 o'clock the transition to, we may have a quick transition, but that's not our last chance to get frozen precipitation. Again, this is the medium range models don't show fine stuff really well. I'm just going to go to the full run. What I was going to show you is a preview around the 30th of December, 31st. You may have some interesting precipitation on a different model. Now this is showing around Sunday the 3rd. We may have some interesting precipitation, but let's go to the GFS, the American model. Same thing. If you look, let me see if there's a newer run. No, still. Okay, so if you run this model, and you'll see, let me back up. You'll see that, again, this is tonight, 7 o'clock. Again, it's showing right here that there's going to be some, it's not as fine resolution as the other ones. But again, it doesn't pick up on fine stuff. Now, this is the Canadian model. This is also a good model. Like, this is a medium range. It's like the European, and the GFS will go out about 10 days out. Interesting. This is at 2 a.m. tonight. You'll see the transition. I'll show you the next one. Now, this is 12Z, which is going to be about 8 o'clock in the morning. Again, it's showing it some isolated snow flurries, snow showers. Exact position doesn't matter, but you can see it even shows near Myrtle Beach about 2 p.m. tomorrow. But everything should quiet down. Well, it's also good. This goes out, 10 days or so. And this is also showing, let's see. It's not showing the same thing, but let me show you the next one. This is the CFS. This is the climate prediction model. This is part of NOAA. This is a long term. This goes out 30 days. This is not as good as the European or the GFS. This is more for detecting patterns. I think the 0, let's go to the 12Z, which is the, this is not going to go out as far, but I'm going to go backwards. This goes out 120 hours. Again, this one is showing 12 hours from now, which is, now it says at 12 hours from the beginning of the run. This will be at 0 Zulu time, which will be 8 p.m. You can see that Atlanta looks to be getting a good chance of snow. Again, this is around 8 a.m. It's showing there's going to be a bunch of frozen precipitation right behind it. Maybe brief. But what's interesting, you go out, this is like a preview. Oh, that's not the right. This, all the data is not in. I'm going to go backwards one run. This is, I'll show you. So this is showing the long-term 30 days. So this is showing that there may be, here it is, some interesting weather again on January the 3rd in the southeast. This is showing a pattern that these southern lows are what you want to get, is a low that goes south of the coast and throws up some moisture into cold air that might be there. So this is this example of where we miss out, but this is going out far, far out. But you can see that is showing a pattern. This is out on the 25th of next month. Okay, one more thing I want to show you. This is the 3 kilometer NAM. Let's see how far out the, okay, this goes out 30 hours, not the full 60. Because all the data's not here. But you can see, this is what I was discussing. See, this upper level low is shooting these bands of snow. And as you go in time, see, this looks over Greenville, Spartanburg area about 5 a.m. It's showing that there may be a cluster upper level spin. And I'll show you the spin on some other models in just a second. But you can see it's even showing that this would be around lunchtime. There's going to be an upper level low across the southeast that may spin up pockets of snow, reef snow, and this will come to an end. Let me go backwards one model run, and this goes out 60 hours. This is basically the same thing. It will show here. This upper level low will come through early Friday, and it may spin up some pockets of snow. And this is will be Friday night, and again the moisture by that point is all gone. We'd be in some very, very dry air at this point. Okay, so what am I showing? I want to show you the NAM. Now this is called the vorticity. I'm using the one at 850. That's only a couple thousand feet above the ground, about 2,000 feet. 2,000 to 3,000 feet is, this is 2,000 to 3,000 feet above the ground. This is the amount of upper, this will show a upper low that's just above the ground. So anytime you see this, this is air going up, and how fast. So this is during the peak of the storm. This is where this in fact is where the front, this is showing air being lifted vertically. This is exactly where you expect the front to be. So this is showing the front. So anyway, what I was going to show you is that tonight, this is at 9 p.m. So the front will be over Columbia, but you can see there's some lift. This is what I was talking about. There'll be pockets of spin and lift that maybe, this is at about 9 o'clock, we may have some snow. This is at 11 o'clock tonight. Again, Columbia by this point will be near freezing, like 35 degrees. Any lift you get, in fact, let's do a sounding, and I'll show you a neat little thing here. So it says that, let me show you sounding, whoops, where I'm at. If you go here in the Greenville vicinity, it's showing rain, but it shows it's going to be near freezing here. So it's not quite freezing in Columbia at that point. But this is showing there's going to be some lift at just about 850 millibars, which is about 2,000 to 3,000 feet above the ground. If there's any lift, it may cause it to fall down as snow. And this is again NAM, one of the better high resolutions. Again, this is showing at 2 a.m. Lots of lift in the upstate. Now at 5 a.m. there's some near Charleston. They're predicting some lift in the air, so we could be seeing snow at this point here if it's near freezing. And this happens throughout the day. There's again pockets of spin and lift, vertical lift, and it will continue throughout the day, and it will taper off by tomorrow night. So this is about 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So Myrtle Beach, this area we could see some isolated snow here too. So this is where the probability of having some snow flurries that could become snow showers that could stick to the ground. Let's look at the European. The same thing, the 850. Again, this is basically the front. Again, it's showing you tonight there's going to be lots of energy here, and this is about 8 or 9 o'clock. It may not be near freezing, but again, it's showing that, hey, look, Columbia, Newberry may get in the action around 2 a.m. This is 6Z, so we're 4 hours behind it. So when I say 6, it's 2 here. And again, it will continue throughout the day tomorrow. This is 12Z, which would be about the time you're getting up, about 8 a.m. tomorrow. Again, it shows pockets of extra spin. This is about 2 p.m. This is at dinner time at 8 p.m. So if there's any leftover moisture in the mid and upper levels of the air, you could have a quick burst of snow. This is the American model, same thing. I'm going to pull, again, that's the front. It's showing that at about 8 p.m. that may not be below freezing, but let's say for sure by 2 a.m. Again, it's showing some parts of the upstate, maybe some parts of the other parts of the southeast. Again, Tennessee is supposed to be seeing lots of snow until probably Saturday morning on the mountain range. It'll be snowing from tonight through Saturday, early Saturday. And that's what it's showing here, that through early Saturday. This is Saturday at OZ. So this is 8 p.m. tomorrow. Who knows? There may be a heavy band of snow here, maybe a heavy band here. Again, all that's going to taper down by midnight tomorrow. So that's very interesting. I'm going to keep an eye on the. Oh, I forgot to show you the most recent high resolution, I believe. So yeah, that's the one I'll save till last. So this is the 19Z. Let me go backwards. The 1800s. This will go out. Oh yeah, they do a long range at 18. So it's every 6 hours they do a long range. I stand corrected. So 18Z. So this is the newest long range. So every 6 hours they go out long range. Let me show you the 17Z. It goes out 18 hours. Again, this doesn't go that far. Yeah, this is, again, what time is it? 4 a.m. tomorrow. Again, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. You can see pockets of snow. Now, this stops at 6 a.m. Now, if you go out to the most recent one, it's not 18 hours out. It goes, the data is still trying to come in. It's only 6 hours. But as you can see, this is at 8 p.m. The transition will occur here just after 8 o'clock. Let's go backwards one run. This goes out, looks like 41 hours. So this is, again, we're going to see if the 12Z and the 18Z, this is my first time looking at the 18Z run, because it wasn't all done when I looked last time. Again, you can see the local time is right there, 8 p.m. on Eastern. Again, 8 o'clock, looks like it's transitioning. And this is what I'm talking about, 9 o'clock tonight. Let's see what it looks like right there in Spartanburg. You do a, see, again, it's showing that it's 35 degrees at the ground, a dew point of 31. But snow can fall and stick at 35 degrees, okay? So it can stick at that temperature. So let's go forward. There it is. And again, it looks like, oh, look, all the front is, east of Columbia, no chance of snow. Whoops, don't hold your breath. Here it is. It's showing these isolated bands of snow coming with the upper level low that we're expecting. Again, it can be hard to predict exactly where these bands will set up. What I'm looking at is a pattern. A pattern is that it's expecting some upper moisture to be left behind, and these upper lows can wring it out, the last few drops of water. So you're not going to get a heavy snow event. You may see snow. It may not be enough to cause the ground to get a coat, or you may get like 1/2 an inch. It may snow for 30 minutes and give you a quick 1/2 of an inch of snow. But again, it shows that anywhere from the Atlanta to Myrtle Beach, that axis north, this is where you expect the highest probability of these isolated snow bands. Again, you go forward in time, and this is still showing 4 o'clock tomorrow, isolated snow bands. Now by 7 o'clock tomorrow, it's tapering off. But it's really I would say from 1 a.m. to 5 o'clock tomorrow in the afternoon. 1 a.m. to 5 p.m. is when the highest probability of these isolated snow bands. If we go back here, let's run the clock to 1 a.m. Okay, 1 a.m. is just entering the up state. Okay, let me just go back. Wants to jump with my cursor. So let's forward to 1 a.m. And then from 1 a.m. you start to get these bands about 3, 4, let's say 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. You may be outside having fun with your new toys, and boom, you'll all of a sudden see a quick 30-minute, 45-minute burst of snow. And it may cover. It may not be enough to do anything. You may not be able to sled or make a snowman, but you can take nice pictures. See? And it's going to start to taper off by dinner time, 7, 8 o'clock. So let's say from 4 a.m. to 8 o'clock tomorrow night, you may see these. You may be hit twice tomorrow with a brief band, say at breakfast, a brief band at 4 o'clock, let's say. You may be hit twice tomorrow. You don't know. I'll be happy if I'm hit once tomorrow with a a dusting of snow, just enough to stick to the ground to hide a little bit of the grass. That's it, everyone. Sorry it was a little bit of a long video. It's about 20 minutes long. Over and out.